the moment I decided to become a realtor is I Googled, what do the richest people in the world do? And it comes up real estate investing. Like, then we're getting into real estate.
What are the tactical steps he does once he's got? Does he start before he gets his license to build a contact list? Does he start on social media?
The social
what
media,
do you tell him? What do you tell him first off if you have to write him a quick game plan?
How much money do you have in your account? Hire a coach right now.
Wow.
Don't do anything else. Don't waste your time. Hire a coach. That's it.
So what's the biggest deal you made so far in 2 years?
Come on, you can't ask me that.
Do you feel like that's all women with big social media accounts?
Are intimidating?
Not at all. Listen, when I was a model, when I was showing that I'm sexy, this is my boobs and this is my ass and I'm so fucking sexy, I was getting all the attention and not intimidating at all.
What do you think the biggest myths about the real estate space and realtors are today? Welcome to another episode of Success After Dark. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a special treat in the studio for you today. If you guys have been scrolling through social media in the past, 12, 24 months, chances are you might have seen this lady in someone's multi-million-dollar open house, taking names, hustling, closing deals. Tara Sadat, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
How are you today?
I'm phenomenal. I'm exceptional today.
Exceptional. I like that.
Exceptional.
Tara, we got some questions for you today. First and foremost, you've been on a journey to get to here to the studio today. Where did life go so wrong and so right at the same time? Tell us a bit about yourself.
A bit about myself. Okay. So do you want how far back
deep?
do you want me to go?
Since from day zero.
Day zero. Okay. So I was born in Iran, Tehran.
Mm-hmm.
Tehran.
And I was just living my life, going to school. That's all you do when you're young.
Okay.
And I was always a
Back home?
Back home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very good student. I was always the top student without studying. I don't know. I was just smart.
Mashallah.
So I was just, since I was very young, I was always used to being the top person. I was always being used to, I'm always used to being the one
You're
that
used to being exceptional.
is always applauded and always rewarded. So, and then when I was 17, I moved to Toronto with my family.
With
mom
your
and my
papers?
sister.
Yes.
With my papers
Yes.
as an international student.
You came
nice.
here
Yeah.
international.
Yeah.
Okay.
You came here at 18, so
Yeah.
close enough.
Yeah. And then, again, I wanted to be an engineer since I was very young because my dad was an engineer. And so I got accepted to university for software engineering,
Where?
York.
Okay.
And then I was going to school and then...
So you went to York.
I went to York
What year was this?
in 2019.
Oh, I was around. Okay.
Yeah.
2019.
And
For
then,
the one semester that I attended.
You went to York too?
Yeah.
For business.
Yeah.
Right.
No, for
Engineering.
it was environmental because engineering was Seneca, and then I went environmental studies.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
But I had to take some
Yeah.
engineering classes
Yeah.
to transition to engineering, but
Yeah.
then it just never followed through.
But you were teaching
then-
something
but then
after
business.
hours in the auditoriums.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
doing some for Anyway.
Long
So
story.
tell me a bit about
No,
yourself.
Go ahead.
Watch the Netflix series, you'll see it.
Yeah.
That's it. And then I...
So you go from engineering, because I was in engineering too
Yeah.
for a while, and then you switched over to what?
And then I switched over to nothing because I was like, I don't want to do this. This is not what I want to do. There's no way I can sit behind a computer. I loved programming because it's very fun.
So you're in software.
Yeah, I was going crazy because I just became a lady and I was getting my hair
What do you
done,
mean
my
just
nails
became- whoa,
done.
whoa,
Like
whoa.
I just became a woman.
Oh, I thought you like were born.
No, sorry.
Oh.
Okay, listen. English is my second language.
Okay.
You can't.
We'll have the
My
we'll have
second
the
language
subtitles, guys. We'll have the subtitles on the screen for you.
Yes,
No, continue
please.
on. Continue.
I just became a woman, and
Okay.
I was just getting my hair done, my nails done, and in between my appointments, if I could make it to the class,
Yeah.
and then all these other guys are not eating coding, and I'm like, there's no way I can compete with these guys,
Yeah.
and I can do more, and then realtors have a very, very low status in Iran, so
Why? Oh, yeah.
just like very.
They have it's like realtors back home, bro. You know, real estate is not like realtors is not a thing back home. Like not a
whoever
real
with
thing,
no
yeah.
education that
Oh.
can't
They
do
become
anything,
realtors.
they
It's like if
become
you don't
Yeah.
have an education.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
Gotcha.
So my friend told me you should become a realtor. I'm like, listen, I came to Canada. I studied engineering, and now you want me to become a real? Don't even think about it. And he's like, no, you gotta watch Selling Sunset. I still didn't,
Okay.
but I wanted to make money. It's all about making money, because I'm not. My parents, my dad and my grandfather, they were very rich, but then my parents got a divorce, and I was just living with my mom. So I grew up very rich until a certain point, and then after that, I was just okay.
Okay.
So I wanted to make more money, and the moment I decided to become a realtor is I Googled what do the richest people in the world do, and it comes up real estate investing. I'm like, done. We're getting into real estate.
Okay.
And then I went to college for that.
How many years
and
is
2 years.
It's 2 years. Okay.
Yeah, you could finish it faster too, but I was not putting my 100% in that 2 years. I had a lot of
I
distractions.
thought you should have to take an exam. I don't know. There was like a school.
There's like quiz
That's what
courses.
people do. People really underestimate realtors. We have to really work and educate ourselves and do a lot of exams.
But 2 years. That's crazy.
It's fucking crazy because they want to weed people out because everyone's a realtor.
Yeah.
It's true.
It seems like it's.
But this is
saturated.
new rules, right? Like I feel
It's
like
new.
before it
Before
was
6
like
months.
anybody was.
Th-
Bro,
th-
we know
that's
so
probably-
many people, me and you, bro,
yeah.
that are realtors.
But
that
they
do.
did the 6-month thing.
But they did like the quick thing.
and the
I don't know
lower
what it is.
the cost of entry, the more people come into the business.
So they made now it's 2 years.
Yeah.
You have to study.
I think that's better.
Like there's like a real estate university or college, I guess. You
Humber College.
Oh, Humber College. Okay. And you have to
Yeah.
graduate with like.
And you have to graduate with 75%, and there's like 5 exams, and there's a simulation.
Wow.
And
Simulation for what? Showing houses?
how to turn on the lights.
Actually?
No.
Wait a minute.
There's
What?
so much going on in a real estate transaction, sir. It's $1 million transaction.
you have to spray the Febreze.
You have to understand the contract. You have to protect your client. You have to understand that you're spending over $1 million. You're not getting what you don't deserve. You want to protect your client's best interests. So you have to.
Because the average commission on a transaction for a realtor is what, 2.5% right now?
2.5.
5 intro.
Right. So on $1 million home, that's looking at 25 grand. So you basically have to show $25,000 of value in a transaction,
Yeah.
and not everyone could do that.
Yeah.
But what's the average home income in Toronto?
Well,
It's over 800. no?
where I work right now, Richmond Hill is 1.2 million.
Yeah, so any sale of a
Single
house is
family.
a minimum of $25,000
Yeah.
in commission.
Yeah.
So
Tara,
realistically, well, hold on, sorry,
Yeah, go.
my brain is doing math right now.
because I know you like real estate.
Yeah,
I know.
Oh,
you
we
know-
talked about this. Ask Matt what I said on the podcast. The first time we interviewed Matt, what did I
Yeah.
tell him?
If he wasn't doing what he's doing today in the
I
financial
would 100%
space, he'd
be in real estate
Yeah.
for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
But so you technically need to
EXP
sell.
top income earner. Huh?
Are you? You're not with EXP.
I was for like a month.
You are.
Yeah.
So a couple dates, right?
Dates?
A
And,
couple dates with EXP.
Yeah.
and so you need to sell 4 houses a year to make 100 Gs.
Yeah.
On average,
What's
yeah.
the tax on that? Do you know?
No, I just give my accountant to do it. I don't know.
Are you technically a sole proprietor corporation?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
So you're a business owner.
It's a prec.
You have to be, no?
It's a prec. It's called personal real estate.
Oh, yeah, they have their
it's
own thing.
corporation.
They have their own thing going
Right,
on.
right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So Tara,
Yeah.
trying to uncover who you were in high school. If I had to ask your friends who Tara was in grade 10, what would they tell me?
I was always the popular pretty girl that all the guys wanted.
This is
So
before you
you-
became a woman?
So you,
Grade 10.
so you were smart and popular.
I was just
Everything.
perfect package, man.
MashaAllah.
yeah.
MashaAllah. Tabarakallah.
Wow.
God bless you.
Yeah, I was always I was a top student and I was pretty and I was the popular girl, grade 10. Well, yeah.
That's awesome.
So did you see a transition, because you obviously started hustling, you made a lot of sacrifices going from, you had a personal life, like you said, your distractions,
Yeah.
but when you got into real estate, did you have to make any sacrifices and leave that old world behind?
Oh,
How'd that go?
yeah, and it was not a sacrifice. I wanted to. I wanted to do that. It's not like...
So it wasn't to you, wasn't a
did not-
sacrifice.
No.
To you, the sacrifice was not giving up those things because
Yeah.
you'd stay the same, essentially.
Exactly.
Interesting. So what kind of things did you have to give up to get to where you are in real estate?
I changed so much because I was doing modeling before, and then when I got into real estate as a very young girl, I had to really change my attitude and become way more professional than I was,
yeah.
because you really have to hold your boundaries
With clients, you mean?
with
Yeah.
clients. And
But you used to do something with fitness, though.
I was
No?
a personal trainer too,
Personal trainer, okay.
to make money.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was my passion too, but it was mostly because I wanted to make money.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to work at Starbucks. So I made my own gym in my basement, and I was charging people like $150
Oh
an
wow!
hour.
So people used to come to
Yeah.
like basement.
Or I would go to their place.
To their place,
I
wow.
just can't get convinced with paying a portion of my money to someone else, like working at a gym.
Yeah, oh yeah, that yeah, for sure.
I just want to be my own boss always.
The only reason I would work at a place just to understand what's going on, the systems, just to learn, get the system.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys have spent millions of dollars on
Yeah.
crafting a system
Yeah.
like Good Life. I used to work in Good Life,
Yeah.
so I understand everything.
Yeah.
Well, that's mostly.
I would work
Yeah.
like maybe 6 months to a year, just get everything and then
Take the clients.
just bounce. Yeah, take the clients
to
with
the-
me.
go to your
Meet
basement.
everybody at the gym and just like
Yeah, I did a lot of that too.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah.
smart.
Um,
Okay,
So-
modeling.
I was a general contractor for a while, building a gym. I built a very luxurious gym, all on myself. That just like dealing with all the contractors. It was all me during COVID.
Wow.
That really made me become very stronger because I had to deal with men and contractor men, and you have to be serious and you have to be assertive and you have to learn how to negotiate. And I was reading this book, Never Split the Difference, and I would literally verbatim copy paste it to my emails, and I would get amazing deals. It was so exciting. And then I was making
What's
a
the
really
book called?
Never Split the Difference.
Never Split the Difference.
It's written by a former FBI agent.
So it's for negotiations.
Negotiations. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
A quick one.
book.
A quick one. When everything is done, you want to get like a little bit of discount. You want people to answer no because it disarms them, right? So you ask them, would it be a big problem if we go with the initial offer of $700? And they say, no. It's easy for them.
Right. The way you set up the question.
Yeah.
Is it would it be a big problem? And people are inclined usually to say no right away. So you set the question up for them to say no, but to agree with your point.
It works wonders, this question. I got a lot of good deals with that. And then I was making so much money for a 21-year-old back then. And I bought my first Range Rover, and it was just so much fun. But then I was like, okay, this is not what I want to do. I was studying. So I had to let go of that amazing money I was making. I had to let go of the car and start from scratch again. I was personal training while getting my real estate together, and then I started real estate, and that was very fun. Everyone was fighting over me, even though I was a brand new agent. Every like Remax, Royal LePage, all the different Remaxes would come to me, and because they saw me as an asset, having me on their team because of my social media, and because they think, being pretty always helps with everything. Thank God.
Wow.
Social media. What's that all about?
My social media. So I grew my social media from like 50,000 to 100,000 in 1 year. And then now I'm at 150.
That's awesome.
So, I have a voice.
Yeah, of course,
And-
people know who you are.
I mean, the power of personal branding, I think we could talk about like hours about that. But you see the new trend of faceless marketing stuff? Mm-hmm. What do you think about the faceless marketing trend that's going on?
I feel like people do it if they don't have the face. Well, they have to. Well, when I put my face out there, it helps. The only way.
I probably can agree.
That's how I got to everybody shows houses, but I'm like, okay, let's put my face in all the pretty clothes with the houses, get the eyeballs. So
Because there's faceless marketing like in the Middle East where they're almost forced to do faceless marketing, but there's here.
Yeah, but
it's
different, bro. That's
Than in
you
North
talk about
America.
change of cultures.
It's different culture.
Yeah.
But we see here people just shy. They want to put
yeah.
themselves out there, and there's just a faceless.
Man, a lot of realtors. This is what I told. Even like when we did the podcast with Matt, I told him a lot of realtors suck.
at social media,
Yeah.
What?
I mean, they suck. I think just suck in general, but they suck. It's the truth. I think. But that's why I told him. I'm like, if I ever would attempt to go into real estate, I'm only competing with 1%. Like, there's not many.
Yeah.
Like, I know, I can count on one hand people in Toronto. One hand, people that I know that are really good
That
at
are
real
big
estate. Like
in the game.
that I would trust buying, whatever.
But
$5-10
we
million.
know way more that have their licenses.
Oh, brother, I know everybody
Yeah.
and their mother has their license.
Yeah. So
in Toronto.
why do 10% of the realtors do 90% of the business?
Why?
Yeah.
I think it's not 10% of realtors do 90% of the business. It's 20% of people do 80% of all the business everywhere in the world.
In any business.
In any business.
Okay.
Because a smaller amount of people choose to become uncomfortable and go through what success takes. The other
course.
people are just mediocres and they're okay as long as they can pay for rent and food,
Yeah.
and they don't want to work. They don't want to take.
So, question
the
for you:
extra step.
do you feel like? Damn, I forgot the question.
I do.
Swear to God.
She does feel like.
I do.
You want to ask him a question in return?
No, don't ask no
So,
questions.
what would you tell if Rakan was a brand new realtor?
Okay.
He said, I'm done with what I'm doing. I don't like the $1 million a year. Let's forget about it. I want to start
Million?
selling houses.
If Rakan asked me, I would.
USD.
million, bro.
Sorry about that, bro.
If Rakan asked me, it would be a different answer. But if anybody asked me, I'd
On
tell
paper,
them.
$1 million.
To the government,
Yes.
it's 100K, bro.
So if Rakan asks you,
Yeah.
Tara, what do I do?
Yeah.
I want to get into the real estate game. First of all, how do I know if it's for me? And second of all, if I know it's for me, what do I do?
First, I ask him, "Are you sure?" And then.
Do you think a lot of people get into the real estate space that shouldn't be realtors?
Yeah. Oh my God. Real estate is all about rejection. You get rejected so much. It really affected my confidence a lot.
In the beginning, not
In the
right
beginning,
now.
not anymore. Because you keep saying no. Hearing no. I've never heard no so much in my life. Especially on the phone. I'm like, okay, can we meet in person? Because you have to.
Oh, they haven't seen the face. They're just faceless. She's
Well,
faceless
can
marketing.
can I FaceTime you? Can we do this on Zoom, please? I like to see. Oh my God.
But you have to be very resilient.
Of course.
Resilient, yeah. You have to be okay with rejection. You have to be very disciplined and dedicated and be okay with routine. And because you have to do the same thing every day.
Do you think a lot of people like you that grew up not hearing no a lot, they get into the business and then they hear their first rejection and it kind of scares them away and they don't have the personal development to overcome that?
Yeah. For me, it would be harder than a guy that has been hearing no, like a not very good looking guy that's been hearing no. He would be more successful in real estate because he's going door knocking 100 doors a day and he gets slapped. They slap the door in his face and he just moves on to the next. But me, I was like,
So do you still do that? Do you still
No.
go knock? Okay.
no.
Do you think you would be a better realtor as a man?
I forgot.
As a man or a woman?
Okay, after this, remind me.
Yes.
I remember the question.
Okay.
Answer this question.
Do you think you'd be a better realtor as a man or a woman?
I think I'll be better anything as a man.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
It's so
Wow.
hard to be a woman.
But you just said the face card is what gets you
I was gonna
a
say.
lot of business and attraction.
Because I'm a woman. But if I was a man,
Mm,
I'd still
I know.
be good looking. But
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I see you switch between English and Farsi on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think a lot of the people that buy from you
Mm-hmm.
are from the Persian community?
so I was doing solely English. I was like, people in Iran are not making me money. Why do I speak Farsi?
Yeah.
I don't care if a
Yeah.
lot of my followers are Persian. I'm working here in Canada. It's Farsi. It's
Yeah,
in English. But then I did one video in Farsi and I made 2 deals in 1 week. I'm like, Persian people, I love you.
Yeah.
Let's.
So now you have a
I love
mix
them.
of like a Farsi
Yeah.
and that,
Yeah.
the same thing that I did.
Because you
bro.
know what?
I did a couple of videos in Arabic. It blew up, and I'm like, okay, this
Yeah.
is easier.
Because Persians that live here, they really don't speak good English. Apparently, they really didn't understand what I'm saying. I'm like, that's all it took. You just wanted me to say it in Farsi? Okay,
Yeah.
come buy houses.
So what's the percentage that you like content? Is 50-50? Is it like 80-20?
it's like 95-5.
So 5% Farsi,
5%.
95 English. Okay.
Yeah.
So I flipped the whole thing backwards.
You guys, it's so hard to cold call because people don't know you. But
Yeah.
then I posted on Instagram for people to sign up to my newsletter, and then so I would start calling people that know me and interested and signed up, and I call them. They get excited. Oh my God, Tara! Oh my God, hi!
So I love that. Do you how often do you send these newsletters? Every day, every week, every deal?
Once a year. Sorry, once a month, obviously.
It's her AI doing it every day. She does it once a
I know,
year.
yeah.
But then
I got it. So it's whenever deals are
it's just
popping up,
mostly
whenever
just to grab the leads.
just to grab the leads.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
So
that's such a smart idea.
That's smart. So if Rakan got over the fear of rejection, he's ready to go as a realtor.
Yeah.
What are the tactical steps he does once he's got? Does he start before he gets his license to build a contact list? Does he start on social media?
The social
what do you
media,
tell
yeah.
him? What do you tell him first off? If you have to write him a quick game plan. First 90
How
days.
much money do you have in your account? Hire a coach right now.
Wow.
Don't do anything else. Don't waste your time. Hire a coach. That's it.
So let me ask you this: you went to school for 2 years. How much is schooling for real estate?
For real estate, I don't know.
How much you pay?
Someone-
7,000.
Somebody paid?
7, 10.
Okay, so
Nobody pays for anything
okay,
for me, honey.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah. So $7,000 and then hiring a coach. What's the average coach? How much do they
I
charge?
paid 10,000
for how long?
for 6 months.
Okay, 10,000 for 6 months. Okay, got it. So 10,000 for 6 months. What is a coach gonna do that you wouldn't do by yourself?
What the hell do you know when you start? You don't know nothing.
So the coach part is to coach you on what to do early on or to hold you accountable. Which one is it?
So when you go to real estate school, they
Okay.
teach you how to fill out forms. They
For sure.
don't teach you how to grow a real estate business as an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to show houses, but how the hell, where do I get leads?
So question for you: isn't that supposed to be the what's the thing that you guys join?
Rico? What?
Like I guess EXP or any of these
Brokerage,
companies. The
brokerage.
brokers, yeah.
Yeah.
So isn't that the job of the brokers, or is that what's their job? just to sign over you.
Just to get a portion of your money and do nothing.
So can somebody do real estate without being a part of a broker?
No, you have to.
You have to be a part of
yeah.
the group. Okay.
But you can end up making your own.
Making your own broker, correct?
Brokerage, yeah.
And is
You
it
can make
that
your own
expensive?
brokerage. It is expensive to
Okay.
create your own brokerage, and you
Got
have
it.
to pay a lot of more taxes. It's
Got it.
a lot.
And you gotta hire people, and then this is why EXP idea is nice because you can have like a mini mortgage, no?
Mini
Ish.
brokerage.
Mini
You can
brokerage.
create
But
a
I feel like all
brokerage.
companies have it right now, where you can refer people and get
You
paid on
are, yeah.
them. Technically, right?
That, yeah, like I brought on a couple of
And you
friends,
get paid.
and I got like a couple $1,000.
Okay, so going back to my main point, so it's not the broker's job to help
there
you
is
and guide
always
you.
a manager, but how
Okay.
much a manager can help,
Can help.
80 agents?
Got it,
Like
got
if
it,
you have a
got it.
quick question,
Oh.
you'll be lucky for them to answer
To
your phone
answer
at
you,
9
yeah.
p.m.
But a coach would answer you at 9 p.m.
No,
Okay.
obviously.
Wait a minute.
But there is like you have to really organize and plant seeds for your business. You have to know when you wake up. You have to time block. You have to know what are the main pillars of doing real estate. Like I learned, it's 3 L's: listings, leads, listing, leverage.
Leads, listing, leverage. Okay, so get the leads, get the listings. What's the leverage?
And then leverage is you delegate to an admin, to a marketing person. You don't do everything yourself because you're only
So
one person.
what admin to post the stuff?
You can get a.
I'm asking you normal questions,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
normal questions that I know, like other people that are like me, they're gonna answer.
You can get a PSA, ISA, sorry, inside sales agent.
Okay.
When you are doing more business to make your phone calls, because it's all.
Oh, they can call on your behalf.
Yeah,
That's nice.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm calling from Terrasadot, and then.
Do you have that?
I used to. I don't
Okay,
need to
no.
anymore. My business is so different than everybody else. But I used
Love that
to.
for you.
When I had my coach gave me everything.
Yeah.
This is your marketing company. This is the Google Ads company you can use. This is the.
That's why you need a coach.
Yeah.
It's just here.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So 10 grand is worth
Yeah.
lots of money.
Yeah.
Got it.
You do one deal and you pay it off.
Pay it off. Yeah. I love that. That's actually good. I love that.
Listen, I know more about how to grow a real estate business than a person that's been doing it for 10 years.
Do you see yourself opening a brokerage soon?
I see myself having my own team. I don't know if I want to go through the hassle of having a brokerage, but that's in Canada. I might do it somewhere else in the world.
Okay.
So in that case, you like the Keller Williams and EXP model where you don't have to create a brokerage from scratch, but you can create a sales team.
I feel like
a
all
real estate team.
all of them, all brokers are
I don't
kind
see.
of adapting
I
to
don't
that
see.
now.
I don't see practicing real estate that long term.
Wait, what?
I don't see practicing real estate that long term. I got into real estate because I wanted to be a real estate investor, not a realtor. So I just yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's cool.
When I'm in the market and then I know what to invest, where to invest, and
Having a cash flow
and
that
it's just being inside everything and learning.
okay.
Who else knows when you
So,
want?
question for you: if not real estate agent, what would you want to do? Outside
would
of
I wanna
okay,
do?
you do a lot of things outside of real social
Yeah.
media and stuff. But okay, let's just say somebody has the same goals, but not the same social media, not the same connections that you have.
Mm-hmm.
What would be a way for them to retire? Is just buying real estate and holding and selling after, or is it like renting
having
out?
a portfolio. Yeah, having a real estate portfolio to bring them passive income.
So your business model is basically, I'm going to do real estate. I'm going to stack up a bunch of cash, and then I'm going to take those commissions and then put it into cash flowing assets in the
Cash flowing
markets.
assets, and I have my passive income coming into my account, and I start my next interesting project.
So, are you close to that part or no? Not
I
yet?
have been doing real estate for only 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's
You've grown a
you're
lot
new.
for
yeah.
2 years.
Listen,
I was gonna say-
it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. I was just sitting at our 2024 kickoff, and and then they call my name, and then they give me an award. I was like, what?
Oh, wow.
Already?
Like selling
Yeah.
stuff. Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's
And
awesome.
I was the only
Female.
early 20-year-old
Early 20.
that got that, and everybody else has been in the business for years, and they're all over 35, 40. And I was like,
Do you
holy
sense some
shit, I did
jealousy,
it.
envy in that business, being young?
Oh, I don't know. Anybody that does not know me hates me.
Anybody that does not know me hates me.
It's not a bad thing,
Doesn't
though.
like me.
Not a bad thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they doing better than you?
Probably not.
Usually not.
Even when they are.
But even when they are, it's because it took them 15 years to get those results.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you've been doing this only 2 years, I would imagine most realtors don't do big deals
And
in 2
listen,
years.
only one of that 2 years I've been licensed. I've been licensed for 1 year, and in 1 year before that, I was
Wow.
doing
Just
February 13th, 2023. I got my license.
So before that, you were
awesome.
you were doing what?
I was doing real estate content, social media content.
Building the brand.
I would literally go to brokerages, and I would show them my social media. I'm like, I can promote your listing for free. And then
but the big houses, like give me like a or no.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or any house.
I met, like, when you know one person, and then they start introducing you to different
okay.
people, and then I got to know this builder who was also a realtor, this amazing Asian guy. He just let me tour all his houses that he built, and they were all in Toronto, all over $2 million. And then from that, when other realtors see that I'm allowed in a $2 million, they would let me in their $3 million, and then $4 million, and then now I just did a $30 million.
What's the highest you've
$30 million.
$30 million.
Yeah.
What's the biggest deal you made so far in 2 years?
Come on, you can't ask me that.
Why not?
We can
That's
search.
the
Is that a
thing.
bad thing?
We can search it up after. It's okay.
Well, you can
No,
actually
can't.
look
no,
this up.
No, you can't. You have to have a.
What?
You have to have.
Oh, come
I'm
on.
not gonna tell you what you have to have.
Exactly.
I have wait a minute. I have a list of people that have whatever you're talking about. But
It's
so
okay.
as a realtor, when you have that whatever you're talking
Yeah.
about, you can actually search.
Oh, yeah, let me tell you what I did. Actually, it was not my own deal, but the very first deal that I made happen, I brought
You
the
were the
buyer.
connector. Okay.
Even though I was not licensed, it was 15 million.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
That's
bad.
amazing.
15 million house. Not,
So is asking
Yeah,
a
of
realtor what the biggest deal they've made is like asking a woman what their age is?
No, man. Come on. I don't think it's that deep.
it's
Is
it's like you're asking me how much money you have in your bank account.
What's the biggest?
I don't think so.
Like that's like asking me.
Because you could have made a lot of small deals.
I'll give you an example.
It's the minimum money I would have in my bank account.
It's like asking you what's the biggest money you made in a trade.
The minimum or the
The
maximum.
minimum, the most amount of money you
The
made in a trade.
maximum I made out of a trade was probably like 100 G's.
Yeah.
But that doesn't say how much money I have in the bank.
Because you don't have to make one trade.
Because I have no money. It's all in crypto right now.
Well, next question.
Next question.
But
Because
no, I want
on
to go
part
back,
two-
not to that part, but
Yeah.
the part where if you have whatever you were talking about,
Yeah.
you can figure out all the deals with the names.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's good to know.
Tara, I want to move on to your favorite topic. You ready?
Oh no.
You know where this is going?
Yeah.
You know where this is going?
What?
You'll see. So with your professional life, I know how busy you are, right? She knows where I'm going with this.
Yeah, I love life
So, what love life?
that I don't have, non-existent.
So with all the busyness that you got going on, the craziness, all the social media, I got a couple questions for you. I imagine one day you want to be a wife, you want to be a mother, you want to have a happy family.
Yeah.
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 So where do you see that fitting into your life as it is today? Do you want to hustle, close deals, make money, and then become a passive real estate investor, and then focus on that after? What's your timelines looking at?
I'm very young,
Yeah.
and I'll be done hustling this much. And as I told you, I'm gonna leverage other people and delegate, and I'll be ready to focus on
You'll be on the market, open house.
yeah,
Like next
maybe
3
in
years,
like
maybe.
3 years, 5.
years.
Let's say 5.
How old are you right
what's
now?
this?
You're 22.
I'm not telling people.
So right now
how
you're
old I am.
pre-construction.
I'm not telling people how old I am because they judge me so bad. Last time, I was a platinum agent on this deal, and then this guy's like, "Are you sure you're a platinum agent? You're so young."
What platinum agent?
Platinum agent is
The rank.
you have
Says the rank?
like platinum agent in some pre-construction projects means you
Okay.
have first access to units.
Got it.
And
So
you
young people don't get
you can't just get platinum access. You have to have sold a lot with that builder so that they trust
That's
you.
just enough to be a platinum.
But because of my social media, they want me. I mean, I post one story and 15,000 people at least see it. And I'm not saying I have a very big social media, but I have the biggest social media among all realtors in Toronto.
Wow, that's a big one.
You get
You
a
have the
prize for that,
biggest
no?
social media
Yeah.
out of all the realtors.
I haven't seen anybody bigger.
Well, female or male or both?
Both.
I think. Actually, yeah. I think you are right.
Even if it's, I don't know if maybe someone might have more followers than me, but the
Engagement. Your
and
engagement
the
is-
insights,
yeah.
and the fact that I've been in the business for so little, and all the realtors know me, and all the realtors are trying to follow me and learn from me and how I do it. It's,
Give her a fan. Turn on the fan, brother.
Some of the realtors are watching right now. So, speaking of the non-existent,
the
love
non-existent
life,
love life.
you don't make any time for that at all.
Listen,
What if the perfect man came in with all the boxes
the
checked?
perfect man can definitely walk into my life, no problem.
So the perfect man. Sorry, the perfect man. Do you have a preference of like I'm into Airbnb?
Dollars?
Not dollars, bro. No. I mean, we can ask that after. See, you're so North American. I don't even think of that. But preference of ethnicity. I mean.
Yeah, I do prefer
you wanna
Middle Easterns because I'm Middle Eastern and we're closer.
It's domestic.
Middle
You-
Eastern or Persian?
No,
No?
it doesn't have to be Persian. Even though
Iran.
Outside Iran, they have to pay customs, no? It's not. It's international.
I love my Persian people, but I haven't had amazing experience with Persian guys. Yeah, even though they're just so funny and I love them. I love men.
Oh,
All of
we
them.
changed your mind.
Did you? Did I just see an Unun reverse?
Yeah,
What did I say?
You know, she's trying to attract. She's trying to
You
manifest.
started our talk
I'm
today
not
with I
into
hate
men.
men. I'm not into men.
I said I love men. I'm not into them at the moment in my life. I'm not putting my focus on it, and because I tried being in relationships and I work like 12 to 16 hours a day. When am I gonna see him?
Do you find that the men that you talk to, you're more busy than them,
100%.
Whoa.
100%.
and they don't like that, and you don't like that?
Listen, no, they don't like that, and a lot of people are intimidated. You'd be surprised. I don't get asked on dates. I don't get hit on. Nobody messages me. Nobody flirts with me.
Wow.
But even though everybody thinks, oh, this girl probably has so much going on, I haven't been on a date for 5 months now.
Do you feel like hold on. Do you feel like that's all women with big social media accounts
Are intimidating?
are intimidating to the average like guy? Because
Not
the girl
at
I'm with,
all. Not at all. Listen, if when I was a model,
Yeah.
when I was showing that I'm sexy, this is my boobs and this is my ass, and I'm so fucking sexy, I was getting all the attention and all the
Okay.
not intimidating
So
at all.
it's what
the business.
content, not the business. It's what the content that's being put out there.
Yeah.
So when you switch to business content,
When there's no
nobody
thirst
entertained.
trap, when I'm
no
not,
thirst
there's
trap.
like nothing for you,
don't
to
post thirst
message
traps?
me.
I know.
Nothing.
good for you.
I can't.
Yeah.
Just
You need the
traps.
business.
Just traps, no thirst
Not
traps.
thirst.
Like the most I do it's a selfie of me smiling.
Oh,
You
Wow.
know,
very modest.
Yeah, so much.
Very
So
nice.
halal.
so halal. It's,
So halal. It's crazy. But I like that you mentioned this. So do you think it's harder for a businesswoman to have guys because she's switching? Any businesswoman, she wants to make it like social media
Yeah.
strict. She wants, you know, like I guess she doesn't want to put any different type of pictures on Instagram. So the more serious she is, the more less likely men will hit her up.
That's one of the reasons. It's people are intimidated and scared to be rejected, and the other one is that you want your man to be more powerful and more successful than you, and not a lot of men are out there. Not a lot of them are out there that are more successful than you, and of course, it's intimidating for men. Yeah.
Wow.
So if that powerful, successful man was watching you right now, what would you tell him to save you from the market right now?
What do you mean?
What criteria? What qualifies him to be
Well,
the person that can
She said Middle Eastern. She said he has to be more successful than her,
Yeah.
more powerful?
more powerful.
I have a list. Do you want me to read it for
Yeah,
you?
sure. Go ahead.
Oh, I can't read some parts of it.
That's fine. Whatever you can read.
Okay.
Do you remember the list that that guy gave us? The guy, the
Which-
100 things in Miami.
Oh,
Yeah, we met a guy.
100 things.
He had
he had
100.
about everything.
He had 100.
Do you have it?
point-
I want to see it.
His list. We don't have his list.
Oh.
Okay, here. This
100
like,
things of a woman.
100 things of a woman. Yes.
I wrote
Yes.
this last year, and it keeps
Okay.
changing, and it's so interesting for me how my preference changes every year.
Okay.
He's a leader in his field. He works out. He's obsessed with me, and I
Hold
am,
on. He's obsessed with you.
and I am with him.
Okay, so it goes
That's
both
good.
ways.
Let's go
Yeah.
both ways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He's
Continue.
respectful towards women. He loves his family. He loves food. He doesn't drink. He wakes up early.
He doesn't
he
drink
co-
what?
Alcohol.
You don't drink alcohol?
No.
Good for you. Well done.
What else? And then this is funny. When I was frustrated with this guy I went out with, I'm like, these are like points. I start with opens the door for me. I don't even know. I don't even want a man.
She was upset. You know what?
And there's like laughing emojis. And then last year I wanted 6-packs. This year I don't care.
This you don't care, so he could be a little chubby.
Not chubby,
He works
but
out, but like he
yeah.
doesn't have
You don't
to
need a
have
six.
6-packs because I said he has to love food. So
Yeah.
yes.
Yes,
loving
it's hard
food,
to.
six-pack.
Yeah.
You gotta choose your
Yeah.
battles.
So
Yeah.
he needs 8.
Packs?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care, man.
I think I think
I just want a human.
I think you want more what's on the inside
Yeah.
of a man.
Mm-hmm.
What
Yeah.
makes up the man himself
Yeah.
than how he looks on the outside.
Yeah, you'd
Fair
be
enough.
surprised. None of my exes look good.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Good track record.
I mean,
Do they have
that's
money?
what it is.
What?
So no
Some
money
of
and
them.
no
0 for 2?
looks.
No,
So
no.
what did they just open the door for you? Oh, done. Deal's closed.
My high school boyfriends were like whatever, but yeah.
Makes sense.
But then see, like I was with wealthy, successful men.
as a relationship.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then it was hard because he's this guy that is successful, so he wants you to be always there and be there for him,
at
and like
Yeah.
I'm working until 6 p.m. because I have my shit together. The guy, he has everything going on for him, so after he's done, he wants to go out and he wants to do this, he wants to do that, and I'm still working until 10 p.m. It won't work.
Wow. Okay.
What's the biggest red flag for a guy that turns you on?
Biggest red.
Listen, let me tell you something. I'm normal.
What does that mean?
No red flag turns me on.
I think we hear that a lot though.
Yeah, that's a
A
lie.
lot
for
of women
sure.
love to say they're normal.
Yeah,
but
that's
there's
such a
always
lie.
something that makes them
That's
unique.
such a generic.
That's a media trained
That's a
answer.
media trained answer.
No. No. How can you respect yourself enough for a red flag to turn you on?
Ask 99.99% of women.
I think. Yes.
Like when you know how
yeah.
they say, "Oh my god, I love it when he doesn't pay attention to me." Are you stupid?
Oh, okay. That's a little extreme.
Like
Glad brother, take this wheel. That shouldn't be my subject anyway. I shouldn't be talking about this.
So you think there's nothing that a man could do that is out of the ordinary that actually would attract you?
that's not a good thing.
I don't say not a good thing. Like a red flag. Like a man who's, for example, who.
Listen, I've been hurt so much in my life, and a red flag is gonna hurt me at the end. So how can I be attracted to that?
Good point.
Solid.
Yeah, couldn't get her with that one. We'll get you next time. Don't worry. So. What?
Yeah.
All the exes are going to be in the comments be like, yeah, green flag, green flag. So where do you see the Toronto market in the future of real estate? And I seen you dabbling in the Florida market.
Yeah.
So what do you say about Toronto? Because I've invested in Toronto, but I'm thinking about investing in Florida. What would you tell the people about the Toronto landscape in real estate next couple of years?
So we just had an event with Remax Hallmark, and it was told that Toronto's real estate appreciation has been the biggest in the whole world. And Toronto is not a world-class city yet, but it has world-class real estate.
Interesting.
And I know that Toronto is going to be the next New York when people cannot afford to buy and they'll be renting. And even we had an economist say that if you're we have to normalize the fact that if you're 30 and if you're 35 and you're married and you have 2 kids and you're renting, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with you. So Toronto's going to be the next New York, and owning real estate in Toronto right now in terms of appreciation is definitely, it's hard to see another city that has the appreciation that we do. Like the doubling factor in Toronto is 5 years. But in terms of cash flow, we are looking really bad right now
So the doubling factor is 5 years.
in Toronto.
What's the normal doubling factor?
In other cities,
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to check on it.
Because what I heard is 7 years.
Like
Double
right now
money
in
and
Richmond Hill is when you go a little more up north, it's like 7 to 8 years.
7
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends where you are in the world.
I think, yeah.
Like you go to.
But
like,
the average, I heard the average is you double your money. Like let's just say America, Canada. The average is double your money in 7 years. Patrick Dave was talking about it.
It's not a. I mean, that's not a bad.
But the
Yeah, it's not
cash
bad.
flow part, you can buy something in Naples, in Tampa for $300,000, and the rents are the same as here when you're buying that for $700,000. So
Got it.
look how you're gonna be cash.
So you
flow
think-
so you're
positive.
positive
Florida.
cash flow there, and you're typically negative cash
And
flow here.
when we went down to Florida and
Yeah.
we started hearing about these numbers, we couldn't even believe our ears. Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean? 10% cap rate?
Yeah.
Don't see that in Canada.
And explain what a cap rate
what's-
means. Because I know it's the money you're making on the actual investment itself.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of ratios, but the higher the better.
So-
2 years engineering.
So
The higher the better.
So, are you able to sell houses in Florida?
As an international agent, I can sell pre-construction, which I focus
So
on
how
a lot.
do you get international license?
You don't have to get an international
Oh, you just
license. You're-
automatically-
You're an agent somewhere else,
Ah,
so
okay.
that you can sell. Yeah,
can
you
sell
can just bring the
pre-construction.
buyers. Yeah.
That's why it's so easy for people to sell in Dubai. Anybody can sell.
I'm selling
Dubai,
in
but-
Dubai too. I'm going to Dubai next month. I'm becoming international because Dubai and Miami are the 2 cities in the world that are having the most money in and out right now. So I'm focusing on that, and I'm going to Dubai, and it's all about having an expansive portfolio for myself. And in the meantime, when I'm educating myself on that, I can help other people to buy real estate as well.
So where do you see yourself in 5 years then? You see
I
yourself
know you're going to ask that.
between Florida and Dubai, or what?
I have a set goal, but it is very flexible because it's been an experience to me that there are so many opportunities come your way within a month that you had no idea would happen. So I'm very open to amazing new opportunities that are going to come to my way, but so it's not exactly a location that I want to be, but I know that I will be traveling between different cities. And I know that I will be by the beach most of my time. And I know that I will have my real estate portfolio.
Which beach? Lake Ontario?
Not Lake Ontario.
What's the one in
Cold
Scarborough?
Plunge? Scarborough Bluffs?
I
Woodbine
just,
Beach?
I love Toronto because it makes me money, and I'm like everybody. I've already established a lot in Toronto, but I hate it, and I have been self-sabotaging, and I don't want to grow more because the more you grow, it's harder to leave. And
The more you grow, it's harder to leave.
So the more
I agree
the more
with that
roots,
point.
You think the more roots that you're planting,
I agree with that point.
Yeah.
the bigger the roots get, the harder it is to go.
100%.
I could see that. I could see that in you for sure.
I see that for sure.
Yeah.
Last year I wanted to leave. I had nothing going on, and now it's been only 365 days, and I'm being awarded as a top agent in my office. It's hard.
I remember that you were a year ago.
Yeah.
You were actually here a year ago. We were talking about
studio,
that.
yeah.
You were thinking about, like leaving to Florida.
Yeah, and I just got my citizenship 2 years ago, and I couldn't even
Congratulations.
travel. And then I remember I was talking to my friend. He was going to Miami, and I was having difficulties pronouncing Miami. I'm like, Miami, what is it? And now, fast forward, I book my solo ticket to Florida, and I go and meet with the biggest developers there on my own, and I am the one that is the person to go by realtors double my age asking me, hey Tara, how can I buy in Florida? Do you know about that project? Do you know about this project? So yeah,
Good for you. That's awesome.
Good for you.
Congratulations
to the
on your
point that
success.
I was just doing this all on my own, and then the other group that I was just down in Florida with reach out to me and they say, hey, you're doing amazing with this, our goals align, come be a part of us.
I see that a lot in the real estate space. It's like some people from different brokerages are collaborating together. How does that work? And are all realtors like that?
You have to. A lot of realtors are weird and they just want everything to themselves, but you got to know collaboration is the new currency.
Yeah, because I see you and Matt doing a lot of projects together, but you guys are technically in different brokerages.
So what?
Yeah.
We can make money together.
I like that. It's a good mindset.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, Tara,
What an episode. Thank you for blessing us.
Of course.
did you have fun today, Rakan?
I had lots of fun.
That's all that matters.
I needed to know more about real estate
Yeah. And investing in.
and investing in real estate.
I'm gonna
let
invest
me
in
tell you
Florida.
guys, I mean, you probably have done research. When you do some research about what's happening with the infrastructure they're putting their effort in Dubai and what they're doing and the technology they've been using and all the plans they have for their 2040 plan, the future is Dubai.
Oh yeah. Well,
Saudi or Dubai. Debatable.
Saudi or Dubai.
So
Saudi.
Rakan,
Saudi too.
R-
Yeah,
Rakan
Saudi
has
doing
a
Vision 2030.
Rakan has a
I already have
series
a couple
of
parties.
vision boards on in his condo right now in Toronto, and one is like a picture
I have it. Yeah.
of a villa mansion looking like space, and I asked him where it was, and he said it's probably in Dubai.
Mine is also by the beach somewhere in the Middle East. I don't know
Persian
much about
Gulf.
Saudi Arabia yet.
Saudi's not ready yet for people. I mean, I was born
Not ready
and
for
raised in
Tara?
Saudi. No, not ready for even me.
Oh, really?
I think that it needs another 10 years.
But they say that before it gets developed more, it's the time to get into
yeah,
it
for
right now.
Dubai, for sure. Dubai.
No,
I
no,
mean,
for Saudi, because if you, it's starting to develop, and you don't want to get into a market when it's already
when it's
developed.
Yeah, you want to buy, but I'm talking about living there.
Living there,
Living there. I don't think they're ready for.
anything. Middle Eastern countries, they have so much money. They're not
Yeah.
running out of money yet, so whatever.
They're not running out of money ever.
I got one last question for you. What do you think the biggest myths about the real estate space and realtors are today?
Myths.
Biggest myths, biggest misconceptions.
As we said, 10% of the people are doing 90% of the business, so they think they all make a lot of money. They don't.
They don't.
No.
Poor them.
So you think we're watching people on Instagram right now that are not making money, but it looks like they got the nice car, they got they're doing nice showing, they
Yeah.
got the followers.
But see, it's so wrong. They are just faking it. I am not putting my money into paying for a lease. I am not paying rent. I'm living with my mom. I am not buying designer anymore because I'm smart enough to know that you put this money into something else that will make you money, and then later on you can I'll buy the Rolls Royce, the blue one that I want.
Interesting.
Smart girl.
not rent it?
Smart girl.
Do you think too many people are faking it before they make it? And they're
Listen, it's hard to fake it to make it. Sometimes people fake it so much you know it's fake.
and they never make it.
I
Sure.
faked
And
it.
they never make it.
I faked it till I made it, and I was not faking it. I believed in it. I knew I am, even though I wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And then I became.
It's awesome.
Take
Well,
it home, Vlad.
Great episode today. Tara, thank you very much.
Thank you, Tara, for your time.
For your
I was
time, for
actually
blessing us.
very vulnerable with you guys today.
Aw, I love
I
that.
know.
Appreciate
I
you.
saw
Thank you
that.
very
Very
much.
welcome.
Do you have
That's
any
awesome.
closing messages you want to tell the audience about, your experience, any tips, any
Toot,
tricks?
toot, toot, Iran.
Yeah,
No?
I do
Yeah.
have.
What would you want to say?
As I told you about that Miami story that I couldn't pronounce it, and then now I became the one that everyone's reaching out to me to understand more about it. It's all about, it's so cliche, hard work pays off, but it fucking does. I couldn't believe it when it happened. I had a routine to do and I kept doing it, and it's inevitable. It works. So really being disciplined and dedicated and doing the thing that have to do, even it's so boring, and just doing it every day is very important. And believing in yourself. And so how I live is, there's a vision I see for myself, and I don't hope for it to come. I know it's there. It's just a matter of time getting there.
Mm-hmm.
So just believing that the world's your oyster. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
So real estate wasn't even your passion. You just knew you just had to get it done.
Now I hear homes. I'm like, oh my God, homes? Where is it?
So it became your passion.
I love homes.
It came from a
man.
Google search to becoming a passion.
Yes.
You turned it into a passion.
I just see homes and my
I'm selling
heart
this shit.
drops.
Yeah.
I love
fun.
homes.
Awesome. Well, my friends, my family, hope you guys enjoy the show today. Drop a comment, drop a like, drop a subscribe to the show. And Tara, where can we find you? Probably on
Find me
the For You page.
Instagram.
Probably don't even have to follow her.
Tara
She's over
Sadat,
there.
Tara Sadat, my Instagram, but my YouTube is also Tara Sadat, but I tour luxury homes there. Very interesting to
Amazing.
watch.
Love that.
Thank you guys for coming, and we'll see you on the next one.
Oh, and let me tell you something. If you want to buy or sell real estate, I'm your girl. You know why? You want a certain home, you tell me, I put it on my Instagram, and somebody messages me that has that. I'm fast and effective. Yeah.
Wow. Tara.
There you go. But don't ask her.
Wow,
don't
Tara.
ask her out on a date because she won't come.
Yeah, she won't answer.
No, listen. If you are the perfect man, call me.
Oh yes, if you open doors.
If you open doors, yeah.